stream on. So I guess, hey, look, everybody, we're back. Another week of the Moonrise campaign, session 16. Where dogs cause problems and the party doesn't know what they're doing. Sadly, this week, Kyle, Kenna's player, will not be with us due to, COVID in America and work being hard to come by. And the boy needs his money, and I can respect that. So Kyle will not be here with us this week. Admittedly, he might show up. I don't know. We'll see. Otherwise, hey group, tell me what happened last week.
Is it gonna be me again?
What?
I'll attempt it this time.
Just remember,
Good.
I've got a 2-minute timer.
From when I first go. Right. Let me just quickly gather my thoughts. I'm going to do these really quick. So, first point. We started the session trying to open 2 doors. Lars failed to open both of them at the first time round of asking both doors, but asked the appraiser boys to open the left-hand door. But that took an hour to do. While that was happening, Gwen was... I can't remember what Gwen was doing. What were you doing, Gwen?
I was just looking around for cool stuff in the larder and in the armory.
The other
Kenna
three were
went-
low-key investigating.
Kenna went to pick up the more poison from the plants, I think. And when all that was said and done, Lars and Nikolai managed to open the door. Once we got through, Kenna charged up and found the passageway that led back to Kalina. Once there, we all had a bit of a chit-chat with each other up there, while Kalina and Gwen went back down to find more things to do. Gwen, of note, talked to the plants down there that were linked to Kalina. And we all reconvened back down there after a while, after Lars and Kalina had a conversation about what they were going to be doing in the future, deciding what we were going to be doing. And that's roughly where we left off last time. I know I missed out a couple of things, but just going to keep it quick.
No, that was
You
fine.
missed out on the dragon part is what you missed out on.
That was a big deal.
Yeah, was it?
A little big deal.
Fine. Why doesn't someone tell us about it? There's 35 seconds left.
Alright,
So- Go ahead.
Nikolai identified this window that was peering down into the abyss. It was a magical window that cast dark vision, and was the command word that he identified. He was able to peer, everyone was able to peer into the darkness where a large golden inert dragon lay. We didn't know the condition until Kalina explained that its soul probably was separated. And in this other room.
Yep, that's what was said. And any other important or interesting details that were left out that we can quickly tack on?
The party is pretty divided. Nikolai wants to go down and investigate the dragon. However, the rest of the party is pretty adamant against it or non-committal on the issue. And but by and large, none of us want to wake the dragon up.
Everyone has a little bit slightly different opinions of what should be done, but yeah, a little of an argument happened at the end of last session.
Well, debating what to be done seems to be a relevant place to return to. So, I need someone to remind me. Were you guys in the stairwell, or were you back in the cavern beneath the fort?
We were walking up the stairwell.
For walking up.
Okay, to go to the fort.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
Well-
that's when Mordecai locked the door.
Yeah, I locked the door. That was the last thing that happened.
Yeah.
And I was following them up.
In which case, it's easier to do a cutaway to everyone making their way back into the common room, where a fire would have to be restarted, and you settle back in after all of this discovery with this hidden dwarven installation deep beneath the surface of the earth. Is there anything you guys want to do? It's it's about 2 p.m. Was there anything you guys wanted to do? Because I know I sort of told you guys last week that Krista would be chiming in later this evening, and her information might change some opinions. So was there anything pressing you guys wanted to do before then?
Gwen would be pretty. Go ahead.
No, continue.
You go, Al.
I was just gonna say Gwen would just be tending camp, the usual. Checking the horses. I think they've been locked in the courtyard to graze for the last little bit, making sure they're not horse skeletons.
They are not horse skeletons.
Okay.
The horses are doing well.
All right. Check on them. Maybe bring them back in for a little bit. Get them out of the cold.
Okay. The courtyard is relatively warm, for the record.
Lars would begin tying up stuff to be ready to be taken with us. All the important essentials, essentially. Basically, pack it in bags or stuff like that, and putting it to the horses for what might happen.
Yeah,
gotta be ready.
Nikolai's gonna get his 2 horses ready, which I've now named Nova and Desra.
Oh,
it's only taken 16 seconds.
Yeah, that's nice. It is important to remember that at least all of your horses' tack and saddlebags aren't here anymore. They were stolen several sessions ago by the druids.
I remember. Are the saddles
just as a quick side note? Oh yeah, saddles are taken too. Everything.
Heck.
Yeah, Gwen's rigging up some rope halters, but she doesn't really have much to, go by with. I mean, there's an elk skin that's probably tanned by now that we could use as like a saddle pad. But we don't have any tack.
Maybe.
Has the group decided we're leaving?
Not yet. It sounds like tentative preparations are being made to move, if that is the choice.
Yeah, I just want to know how much time I have to do things.
Well,
it sounds like Gwen is gonna push it until the next day, but
yeah, Gwen would be pretty adamant about not traveling in the dark. Especially, is it still snowing?
It's snowing, but not heavily. It's fair weather, for how as harsh as it has been.
She would still be pretty adamant about not traveling in the dark. Because
can I druidcraft the weather for the general 24 hours from now?
Sure thing, boss. And the weather forecast looks like the weather is going to be gradually getting worse. Heavier snowfall and wind as a small little gray orb appears surrounded with dark gray clouds that are kind of being whisked about by an unseen wind.
I report that to the party. That seems like we probably should move tomorrow then.
No, we should, that's within the next 24 hours. If we wait until tomorrow, it could get worse.
It could also get worse during the night. That'll be much worse.
Yes, but right now it's fine. 7 hours there. There's a ton on the other end. We should be fine.
Also, just a quick question as well. How many horses do we have? Because Lars didn't come on a horse. He trekked in, so he doesn't have a horse.
We can't ride the horses out either.
Yeah.
You guys...
I'm pretty sure there are tokens for that, right?
Yeah, you guys have 3 horses. For the sake of ease.
And
that
about
7 hours was on foot.
Mostly. Yeah, mostly.
There was like an hour or so where we rode the horses out of the town, and then that was it.
Yeah. And the snowfall since leaving has been drastically worse, for the record. So the trip back is going to be a little bit longer. because the sheer difficulty of the terrain now is just escalated.
If I step outside, can I, Farmer's Almanac, lick my finger and stick it up and see which way the wind's blowing, try to discern how quickly the weather is going to be getting worse? And if it's going to be tonight or tomorrow, or does it look like it's going to blow
out? Make me a nature check.
Nature check.
Nature check.
Nature check. I think my modifier is 3. I've been working on trying to memorize those scores. But that is a 13 plus a number between 1 and 20.
Come on, plus a 20. Come on, plus a 20.
Come on, plus a 20. Roll 20 hates me personally all the time, but today especially.
It's a plus 3.
It's a plus?
It's a plus 3.
Okay, so 16.
Okay. Looking at the 16, you step outside, you gauge the wind, you look at the cloud formations you can see in the sky, and it is plenty obvious when you stare off in the distance, you'll be traveling, aka eastward, towards the town that you left previously. You can see that the dark, heavy clouds that Edelweiss was warning you of are coming from that direction. And they're, based off of estimates, they look like they're already above the town. So you'll more or less be hiking right into them if you leave today.
I report that.
I made snowshoes for almost everyone apart from Kenna,
yeah. You made shoes for everybody but Kenna. And surprisingly well-made shoes, given you didn't have, proper supplies.
So, would Lars think that not using the horses, they would be quicker to get back? Not quicker, it would take the normal amount of time rather than using the horses to dredge through this really heavy snow that's happened.
Yeah, it would help, versus the horses bearing all the weight and having to step through uncertain footing at certain times. It'd probably even it out.
Yeah. Lars will, as he's doing small preparation stuff, he'll just say to the group, he'll say, the snowshoes I hope will probably help us get back in roughly the same time without using the horses. The horses will take longer because they're not used to this amount of snow. We might need to maybe leave them here and come back for them when the time is right.
No, if we leave them here, they're going to be gone. We're taking them with us. We won't ride them. We didn't ride them here. Anyway.
We shouldn't go back tonight. We're going to be walking right into that soon. Listen, just one more night. In the morning we can try again. But as it stands,
in the morning, no matter what, we're leaving in the morning. Agreed?
Kenna will chime in and mention that she is alright with returning to the nearby town for the sake of supplies and some information, but does not like the idea of returning to and staying in civilization. She thinks there is still too many problems out here in the land of this particular duchy to be left unanswered. Such as, just to go review quickly, the odd blood crystal disease, along with the band of undead gnolls that you guys encountered earlier on. She would at least like to find closure for at least one of those.
Go in. Pretty near to the ground, see what we can pick up. Resupply, head back.
Do I know who the captain of the guard is for Dariok?
I mean, probably. Well, I don't know. It's so you're the son of the Duke, and there's you know some important people, but not everybody, given Big Duchy, a lot of people. Your sister is definitely the more personable between the two of you. I don't know, make a history check. Let's see if you do.
Let's see.
That is always the answer.
Oh, 21.
Well, it's like you have a big brain or something. Who'd have thought? Yeah, you know the captain of the guard. His name that I'm totally not making up right now.
Totally.
Barrack Cannon. Suppose it's Canaan. He is a slightly older half-orc gentleman who has served in the Bellwind military and retired here due to some of his family working in the logging camps. And due to his military experience, he joined up as a guard to keep the area safe, and eventually, when the last captain retired, he was promoted. He's loyal and faithful, perhaps a little bit rough around the edges, but definitely is somebody who cares about the people that he's captain over, both the guards and the people of the town.
Well, I know the captain of the guard in Dariok. You'd probably like him. So we can ask there. Get some information from him. If there's be anything that's to be endangering the people, he would probably know of it. So that would be a good start.
Sounds like a plan. If there's nothing else to do, are we just going to go ahead and cut through the night?
Yeah. Good. Probably.
Good, I can get to reading my books.
I'm gonna go visit Kalina one last time.
We'll be back.
Probably stay down there for the night.
Okay.
Ask her if there's any type of song or any song specific she wants to hear, and see if I can drum something up for her.
She will give you the requirement. It's a simple one, which is something that is sweet but languid, so slow and lilting. Something you would like to listen to while leisurely strolling through, a field or gardens or something along those lines.
That's an easy one. That's probably an easy one for Edelweiss.
Yes, it is. So, bullet points for what people are doing between now and bedtime. Especially things that you think might require rolls.
Beartooth carving.
Beartooth carving. All right.
Yes.
That is
and otherwise... I'm sorry?
I was going to say, that is a dexterity check, if you recall.
Yeah. From many moons ago, the last time I did it.
It's been a minute. It has been a minute.
Otherwise, just, cleaning up the camp, making it look like we were never here. Oh, that's nice. 16 total.
That's good.
Oh.
Yeah, 16 total.
That's good.
Okay. Yep.
You make reasonable progress.
All
You
right.
feel like your mind and the clarity of what you're attempting to do, the styling to this Beartooth, just comes to you much clearer this night. And it's a very easy task, and you just take time and work away on it a bit.
All right. And I will offer to take fourth watch. Or the final watch. I think there's only 4.
Yeah, they're typically 4. You guys could have more, but typically 4 people can cover 4 2-hour shifts for 8 hours.
Nikolai's going to be hitting the books for Draconic again.
Okay.
While looking for his sister. That was
Do you still have that 1 point of exhaustion?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
All right. So your ability check for this evening, studies will be at disadvantage.
Yes, I believe that was a straight intelligence check.
Yeah.
Yikes!
That is a yikes. No progress for you tonight. Just between the aches in your bones, the chill you have not yet shaken, and just more or less the trauma your body has gone through over the last couple of days, it almost seems too much of an effort to keep the helmet on your head at all, and it just affects your ability to focus and study.
Unfortunately.